Hey, what up? Good morning, gang. James Rice live Monday morning, end of February. How the heck was your month? We got another day, so it's not over with yet. So let's keep working, let's keep grinding, let's keep making stuff happen until the end of the month. That sounds pretty guru-like, pretty cliche, and that's not my intention whatsoever. But I will tell you, nothing more important than just continuing to be in the fight and move forward. I was chatting with a friend last night, and as you've heard me say before, I like to simply bring uh, my friends and myself our challenges and our solutions to you, because what you're going to find is most of the time, many times, people, your friends, your family, they're going through the same things that you're going through. And so when you share the storm that you're in, then you have an opportunity to help others. And as many of you know, if you've been around me before, I'm not up here in front of you to say I have all the answers. I'm not up here in front of you to be a guru. I'm up here in front of you to share. These are things these are tools, tips, tricks, tactics, people, books, videos that I'm putting in my world, that when I apply them with daily intentional action, I get better. Kyria, let's chat later on today. I tell you a piece that came from Kyria today. Well, actually, let's step back a little bit. This is completely a prove it piece. And I'll step back again. So February, Valentine's Day, we've been talking about the heart all month long. And so we're coming to the end of that. And I hope that your heart was an anchor for your decision making. I know it was for me. I can tell you that when it comes to my heart, a couple things are going on. One, at the end of the day, I'm reviewing my day, looking at what I want to work on, what I'm thankful for, what I made progress on, where I fell backwards, and I'm looking at all of it. And quite frankly, I am thankful for each and every part, because it's all part of the mix. It's all part of the journey. And so I hope you're taking your morning. And this is a funny thing. I'll say this to people lots of times. I'll say, "Oh, my mornings are too busy." Your mornings aren't too busy. Your mornings are so busy because you're not willing to get up 15 minutes early. Ooh, ouch. Imagine that one. Myself, I was getting up at 6:30. I set my clock back to 6. Now it's back to a quarter to 6. Okay. My goal was to get up a little bit early, 15 minutes early. Now it may not sound like much, but you know how long it takes to kind of to ponder a little bit and consolidate in your brain, in your heart, where you want to go for the day? 5-10 minutes is plenty. So the question is, are you willing to make changes so that you can make change, so that you can make a transformation? So a piece that I look at when I'm moving through life, and when I'm moving through my ketone business, I look at my leaderboard. Have you looked at your leaderboard? Now, some of you might say, I'm just getting started. I don't even have much of a leaderboard. Well, you know what? That brings me back to my beginning of my faith, brings me back to my beginning of my college career or history, brings me back to the beginning of my fitness. I can virtually remember some of my very, very, very first workouts. Okay. And you know what I did? I kept track of my weights. I kept track of my sets. I kept track of my reps, just like I do now. So don't get caught up in whether or not you have this amazing abundance or this massive leaderboard. We started doing keto get-togethers with 1, 2, 3 people. It's funny how many people think, can I put 100 people in a room? Can I put 50 in a room? Your life and your changes will not come from putting 50, 100 people in a room. They come from putting 1 and 2 people in a room. They come from doing 1 or 2 more reps. They come from getting in the gym 1 more time. They come from saying your prayers 1 more time. They come from forgiving person 1 more time. We do all realize that if you see a bucket of water out there, a 5-gallon pail, that's a lot of drips, but it is a bunch of drips. We break that down. It's a bunch of little drips or droplets. That's all it is. Doesn't matter how big it is. The ocean could be separated into droplets. Your life can be separated into droplets. But you got to believe that putting 1 pound, 2 pounds, 5 pounds on the board, putting 1 person, 2 person, people in your business, putting 1 person, 2 person on your life is progress. If you don't, then you won't do it because you don't believe it matters. So we look on the leaderboard, and I took a look at what Aaron was doing. I took a look at what Carrie was doing, and one of the leaders on the board is Carrie's. I think I've met her, but anyway, I'm not really in contact with her. But the point is, what I would say to Carrie is I asked her if she'd come to Vegas. One of the most important things you can do, people, Aaron, Carrie, Jamie, Robert, is are you encouraging your doers to do more? Now, here's a cool thing. I believe if you take a look at, if you ask Twyla, she would tell you she has about 5 people coming to Vegas, maybe 2, 3 from San Diego and 2 or 3 from Vegas coming to the event. Now, many of you might go, who the heck is Twyla? Well, who she is someone who invited. Okay? Invite them and let them know you're going to Vegas. Let them decide if the event, if going with you, if going with me, if going with the friends is something they want to do. Don't decide for them. And by that same token, Kyrie, she says, I think I said I'm trying to get her there. Here's what I would say. We're in network, community-based marketing. Who else is trying to help you get her there? Does that make sense? If you take a look at Jamie's girl, Alicia, who's coming to the house tonight at a leadership meeting, 2 days ago, she wasn't involved at all. Well, this is not trying to blow hot smoke up my rear, but Jamie got her in front of myself and Robert at Starbucks. We spoke a little life into her. We let her know that she was amazing, that she had an amazing story to tell, and that she could change lives right now, right where she was. And so you know what she did? She shared. And you know what happened? A friend signed up. You know what happened? Some friends' eyeballs got on her. And we took a look, Jamie, correct me if I'm wrong, at 6, 7, 8 different things that Alicia was doing. 6 or 7, 8 different things. She's down 15 or 20-ish. Jamie's down about 70, by the way. Boom. Huge hat off to Jamie Alexander. Jamie, so Alicia's down, I think, 20 pounds. I think she's, less migraines. I think better sleep. This is why we wrote them down. I sent them to you. I think better energy for sure. She might be off her energy drinks. Oh, I know what she is. Less back fat, less bat wings. There's 6, 7, 8 different things. And so what Jamie and Alicia did is they shared some of those. So now if they do a post today and share again, I guarantee you they'll pick up a couple more. And so now Alicia's coming to the house tonight for our leadership meeting. Well, how does that happen? It happens because Jamie invited her. She got her plugged into the community. She got her connected to the community. She got her connected to the community. She got her connected to the community. You want your people to come to Vegas? Go, I don't know everything about Vegas, but I got a friend who knows more. Let me have you speak to James Rice. Talked to Sammy about it. Said she's coming to Vegas. She said she's trying to work and do things to get there. I said, would you like to try to figure it out together? She said, sure. So let's talk today. That simple. That simple. What's happening, people, and many things are like this in life, you're trying to do it by yourself. Just had a great conversation, a great text message with Vic Turbano, who is easily one of my favorite people in our community. Now, a lot of you may go, I don't know who Vic is. I've never seen him on the leaderboard. I've never seen him at events. I haven't seen him on these lives. He's Terry's husband. He contacts me, calls me more, collaborates with me more than almost any of my promoters and customers. Crazy, isn't it? One of the most regular conversations, communications I have is with Vic. And it's been amazing to watch him grow. Terry and Vic are now in the room. Michelle, I always love to see you pop up. Hello to Austin. Hello to Jaden. How the heck's Laura doing? Reed, I know it's coming on soon. Who else do you have? Michelle will be at the house today. I know you get off late, but if you want to come up to Ramona, grab a couple friends, bring them. Love your family. Love the videos with Austin. Kids, just completely a showstopper. So if you checked out Vic's page, I don't even know if he posted it. It doesn't matter. But here's the point. Vic wanted to work out. Vic wanted to add some muscles, wanted to add a resistance training program to his program. So he got a hold of me. He got us. What did he do? He took daily intentional action to get a hold of someone who's been there, done it, and knew more. And what I do, I gave him some tools, training, partnerships, some tips and tricks, some hacks so he gets started, that he did the work. Okay. What we've been doing, we've been tweaking his program. What happened? Aunt Terry, his wife, jumped in. What's happening? I believe, don't quote me on this, Aaron and Carl have joined the gym. I know Lacey's been at the gym. I think Katie Fish has been at the gym. I know there's a couple more I don't have in front of me because it's on a text. What happened? Tip number 2 for the day, probably about 22 for the day. Leadership is not saying I'm trying to get my people to go. Leadership is not saying how do I get them to do. Leadership is doing. And see who goes to the gym with you. And if Vic takes those people, or I take those people because they showed up and I helped them do a little bit more. Twyla showed up in a much bigger way than she was before. And it's showing up in what? It's showing up in more people joining her community, more people partaking in her community. If she continues that, and on top of that, continues her transformation, 15, 20 pounds, she's going to see changes happen. She's going to see $500 a month come in her direction. But I don't know what you think of $500, but a lot of our world's $500. I'll take $500, pay for my insurance. $500 means a lot. But the key is, and I'm going to keep coming back to this, is you have to believe that 5 or 10 pounds makes a difference. You have to believe that a little bit more muscle makes a difference. You have to believe that saying your prayers a little bit more makes a difference. You have to believe that inviting someone else to the Zoom or scheduling a Zoom makes a difference. You have to believe that scheduling a get-together makes a difference, and the 2 people who show up make a difference. You have to believe that wearing your swag makes a difference. You have to believe that doing a Facebook Live with James Rice makes a difference. You have to believe that each little activity you do, each drip that you put into the pail makes a difference. And the cool thing is, whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter, because it does make a difference. Because I've seen it. I can set a pail out there and drip water into it, and it will fill up. And it's just drips. Many of you put the drip in, it doesn't fill the pail. We go, oh, it must not work. I'm not willing to take that much time. Now, not sounding arrogant, but you might look at me and think, oh, wow, he has it. People, my fitness has taken years to build. My business has taken years to build. My relationship with Danielle has taken years to build. My faith has taken years to build. The key is, the difference between myself and yourself is I realize that if ABC can do it, I can do it. I realize that the people in the gym can do it, I can do it. I realize that the people in church can do it, I can do it. I realize that if Michael Rutherford and other business people can do it, I can do it. I realize that if other people can patch up relationships, I can do it. It's belief. It's your heart. It's February still. It's Valentine's Day. It's your heart. That should anchor you. Let's see what's going on here. Went live this AM about life, but made sure to discuss Vegas too. Cool. Good job, Twyla. I'm telling you, all of you, Twyla, Jamie, Rob, it doesn't matter who I'm talking to. Doesn't matter. Okay? If you want to be impactful people, you have to have change. You have to show them that I've gone from drinking to not drinking. No money to money. 580 FICO score to 700. 100 pounds overweight to 70 pounds overweight. And I'm heading for more. No muscle, some muscle. They have to see change. You cannot get on James Rice and just be a guru without and profess change and lead people if you haven't made the change yourself. Let's take a look at a couple of these things. Yeah, Jamie Alexander, wings. So Jamie, what I'm hoping we'll do is we'll chunk down Alicia's transformation, and we'll post something again today, because people are watching. They weren't quite sure on that first post. Now they'll see another one. And her friend that signed up, have you offered her some packs to get her started now rather than wait for her box? Hey, friend, would you like to get started now for free? I've got some extra packs I can bring you. Yes. Cool. When yours come in, just give me mine back. Awesome. By the way, let's not leave your friends out. Aren't you happy that Alicia shared with you? Sure. If I gave you 2 or 3 packs, would you give them to your friends? Boom, boom, boom. Very true. I think this is all time. I just try to do it myself all the time. Yeah, I see that a lot in Kyrie. It's a funny piece. People don't think that I'm not a self-starter. Gone to the gym by myself with my workout partner for years. Gone to church by myself or with a friend, girlfriend for years. I do lots of stuff by myself. You have to be quote, quote, self-motivated. But I also in the garage have a whole bunch of tools on the wall that I utilize. In the kitchen, got a whole bunch of whatever it is, kitchen tools, utensils that I utilize. It's not just me. Listen to wisdom, people wiser than you, and let them direct and guide you. Okay? I'll say it to you very simply. If you're chatting with someone and they go, heck yeah, I'm in. Heck yeah, I'll buy. Heck yeah, I want to do with you. Just simply means you don't have enough influence. Aha, no problem. You know what? I don't know all the details on Vegas. Let me ask my girl, Aunt Terry. I know she's been before. Let's see what she has to say. Oh my gosh, you're right. I don't have all the details on that special. Let me ask my boy Robert. Let's see what he has to say. Oh my gosh, you're right. I don't know all the benefits of being a promoter. Let me have you talk to such and such, and let's see if it's right for you. Use the tools in your garage, hanging on the wall. Use your tools in the kitchen, in the cupboards, in the cabinets, in the drawers. Does that make sense? Does that help? I do want to address my Rice and Shine today because it's one of my all-time favorites. Okay. I think it says something like fate whispered to the warrior, you cannot withstand the storm. And the storm said, and the warrior whispered back, I am the storm. People, if you don't think that I've been in storms in my life and I'm not currently in some storms in my life, you're just kidding yourself. You've heard about my college. Yeah, I've got a finance degree, but I started with a BSc and 2Fs. Okay. Yeah, I make some money, but there's been times when I've been broke as broke, driving a friend's car, 2 cars repossessed, living with friends that I couldn't pay $400 a month rent. Okay. Yeah, I have some muscles now and such in fitness. On the other hand, on one hand, I've got an encapsulated nerve and some muscle fascia problems that I haven't ran, hit the heavy bag, or done anything really because my foot's numb. It feels swollen. It feels asleep for the last 2 years. On the other hand, I walked in the gym 150, 160 pounds. People, here's a couple thoughts. You can read your memes and think, I am the warrior. You can wear your jersey and think you are the football player. You can wear your superhero shirt and think I am the superhero. I'm telling you, be the superhero. What does that mean? Get out and do activities. Get out and be a warrior and slay dragons and capture castles. What's it going to mean? Make your fitness a castle. Make your income a castle. Make your relationships a castle. Make them the enemy that you're conquering. You're going to attack your fitness 5 pounds at a time. You're going to attack your budget, knock off that credit card debt. You're going to attack that FICO score and improve it. You're going to attack that Bible and be more knowledgeable and be more plugged into your church. You're going to attack those relationships and give up resentment. Be the warrior by taking action that when people see you, they see the warrior in you. Does that make sense? Be the warrior. A couple thoughts here in my books. When I start off with my daily walk. I love it, Rebecca Fosmeyer. People, if you haven't followed Rebecca Fosmeyer, one of my favorite people of all time. Why? Because we started out as we didn't even start out as friends. I don't think. I think I dropped too many F-bombs in her house. I think it was too pushy, maybe a little badgery, who knows what. But I count her now as one of my favorite friends. And I love, love, love seeing what she's done with her family. The walks that she takes, the smiles she creates, the family that she's creating. Not that they didn't have a family before. I'm just saying that she continues to be, hey, Josie, she continues to be in the fight, creating better. And so I just love that, and I appreciate you sharing it. Here's the interesting thing on the 27th. Here's all I'm going to read to you. A couple thoughts. We make our decisions, and then our decisions turn around and make us. People, I say this all the time. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. But for every action, there's a reaction. You can do whatever you want to people, but they're going to do back to you, okay? We make our decisions, and then our decisions turn around and make us. One of my favorite quotes of all time. Along that line, without reading about it, so we're finishing up Deuteronomy. Okay, that's the chosen people, Israel, are getting to the promised land, and Moses is finishing with speaking to them, reading the law, and then he's going to pass away, and the people will go in and take the promised land. What he's talking to him at the end is how important it is to be obedient. And if I could talk to you that about just 2 seconds, then we're going to jump over to the huddle call. Is when you're obedient to your fitness plan, obedient to your faith plan, obedient to your family plan, obedient to your finance plan, you're going to see growth. You're going to see change. Will it happen today? I don't know. But I do know if I keep putting those drips in the pail, I will fill the pail up. You got to believe. Let's see, on the 27th here, I'm loving this. I can just read the beginning. Whoever gives heed to instruction prospers, and blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. So isn't it interesting? We're talking about obedience, and we're talking about our decisions, and then bam, we go to my other reading, and the books aren't even related. That's in Deuteronomy. This is in Proverbs. And what are we talking about? Heeding instruction. So I hope you found value in what we're chatting about today. I hope go live again tonight, maybe around 6, 7 o'clock. Got to get together at 7. Let's stick together. Let me know how I can help you finish your month strong. What does that mean? To me, it means take a look at where you want to be this month, check pieces off, and take some daily intentional action to get as close as you can to hitting your goals. And realize, people, that it's the action you take. It's not what you're talking about. It's not what you're thinking about. It's what you're doing about, if that makes sense. James Rowland, appreciate you. I'm going to jump on the huddle call. Keep the day moving. Love each and every one of you.